Hello, today we are going to be learning about the Florence Cathedral. The Florence Cathedral is located in Italy in the city of, you guessed it, Florence. On the left here is what is known as the north door, on the middle is what is called the middle door, and on the right is what is called the south door. This door here is called the almond door. This door here is called the bell door. On the other side of the cathedral, this door here is known as the bell tower door, and this door is called the cannon's door. Now we are going to take a look at the interior of the cathedral. This is what it looks like on the inside of the cathedral. First, we are going to look at the clock of the Duomo. The fresco is painted by Paolo Isello, one of many great Renaissance artists. It is located directly above the middle door in the interior of the cathedral. The clock is one of the first mechanical clocks ever made, and it is very unusual because it moves counterclockwise. It is one of the oldest still functioning mechanical clocks. Located here in the Florence Cathedral are steps that lead down to the crypt of Santa Reparata. It is an older basilica that the current cathedral was built upon. It was demolished in the 1440s to start the construction of the current cathedral. There are several busts located within the cathedral. Located here is the bust of Brunelleschi, but I'll tell you more about him later. Located here is the bust of Giotto. He was an architect and painter from Florence. He designed the bell tower, and he also designed the original facade of the cathedral. Located here is the bust of Marsilio Ficino. He was a scholar and priest from the early Renaissance during the late 1400s. Located here is the bust of Emilio de Fabris, a modern architect who won a competition to redesign Giotto's facade in the 1870s. Located here is the bust of Arnolfo de Cambio, a sculptor and architect who designed the cathedral during the late 1200s. Located here is the bust of Antonio de Scorcialupi, a famous organist in Florence during the early 1400s. Located here is the high altar. It is the main altar of the church, and it is also a raised altar. Located here is the bishop's chair. This is the chair the bishop would sit at during Mass or other ceremonies. Located here is the Mass sacristy, a special room where the priest can prepare for his service. It is also where vestments, which are garments worn by clergy, and other sacred objects used for worship are stored. Now, we are going to head back outside of the cathedral to take a look at the dome. In 1418, there was a public competition where architects entered their ideas for the cathedral's dome. Filippo Brunelleschi was chosen, and by 1420, construction had begun on the dome. At the time of its creation, it was the largest dome in the whole world, and people thought that it couldn't be done. At this point in time, there were no heavy construction vehicles or cranes, so Brunelleschi invented a hoist and 65-foot crane powered by oxen in order to get materials up to where they were needed. Brunelleschi had to invent machines to position the bronze ball on top of the lantern at the top of the dome. One of the apprentices that helped was Leonardo da Vinci. The dome is held up and was built without any central supporting structures. It is actually two domes, one on top of the other. Every architectural component of the dome contributes to its overall stability. He didn't leave behind any plans or sketches, so to this day, no one knows exactly how he managed to construct this amazing dome. The Florence Cathedral still stands today. It is a marvel of architecture and a mark of the Renaissance. Thank you for watching.